Okay, so I am re-recording this because the first one, the words and the screen did not sync for whatever reason. So let's try this again. I have my blank canvas, I have my color selected, and I have my dual tone leopard print selected. When you first go into a brush, it's going to be right here and it's going to have all of your strict properties. We need to go right here to grain, source, grain behavior. And what you're going to do is you're going to use the scale option here to scale up or scale down your brush. This is at 48%, and I want to show you guys this for a reason. It's really, really zoomed in for that one, right? So we go back in, and we're going to scale that down a little bit. Now this is at 46%, but when I made this pattern, when I made the grain source, this is at 100%, okay? But it's not still 100% once you make it a pattern brush in Procreate. So that's where a lot of the disconnect and the confusion is probably coming from, because normally, like if I'm in Photoshop and I am working with a pattern at 100%, it is truly at 100% of what I made it. But that is not how Procreate seamless brushes work. So I'm going to scale that down. We're going to go 30%, and I'm going to show you guys the difference in the sizes. Okay, so that's 30%. Once again, I'm going to zoom in. There is no lines. There are no mishaps there. It is truly seamless. Okay, we're going to do one more. I'm going to go back in, and Procreate makes it because it goes ahead and it'll repeat it for you. It's where you can make it super tiny. You see the difference? It's still seamless. As I zoom in, you don't have lines. You're not having any issues like that. It is still a seamless pattern, but it is the same thing if you were scaling it up or down over or under 100% in things like Photoshop. So what you can't do, and I think a lot of people are doing this in trying to design, is you can't get a layer and you've used the brush, right? So it's a seamless layer. This is not still seamless. The brush is seamless, but the layer is not seamless because of how Procreate links their grain brush with how this works. If I duplicate it, and I'm going to do it 4 times, which is how you would normally do a seamless pattern. And I do it like this to make it smaller. We're going till our yellow shows because I have my snapping on. You're about to see the difference. So I have a little bit of gap at the top, but it is not still seamless. Now, I'm going to merge those, and I'm going to show you guys. This is without using the brush for the entire pattern. This is using the brush with the grain scale, okay? So it's about the same size. You're getting the same pattern there. I think actually the top one's just a little bit smaller. But if you don't want to have to adjust the scale again, you can always just go to the layer and zoom it in if you need it a little bit bigger. But I prefer to just go in and adjust your grain. So we're going to bump it up a little bit and try to match it. I think that's going to be pretty close. So this is without using the seamless brush for the entire pattern. And this is using the seamless brush. So I just wanted you guys to understand. I know that can kind of be confusing, and especially since my first video did not link with my words for whatever reason. This is where you go, and this is where you scale it like you were working with percentages. It goes itty bitty tiny, like itty bitty tiny, and it goes in really, really big. So it will go ahead and do it for you guys. This is just how you do it. For whatever reason, that's how Procreate pattern brushes work if we're using the pattern on the grain source. By doing this right here, all you're doing is making a smaller circle. So I'll show you. I have it at 100%. You see how now I can't just go over. I have to kind of brush it around a little more to get the whole frame there. Whereas when I have it at 100% on the side right there, it's a lot quicker to just fill the canvas or fill the design. This is just how I have it set up. If the pattern was over here under shapes, it would be a little bit different, but personally, this is just how I do it. It doesn't work really well for me when I try to do it that way. So yeah, I hope this helps, guys. I can do some more in-depth tutorials on this. I just wanted to get this listed to show you with it actually syncing the words and the frames together so it didn't cause more confusion.